It doesn't matter if we're 5-on-5 or 3-on-3, whether you're guarding the basketball or you're guarding off ball, all of you guys on the team defensively are on a string together. We got to remember to contain the basketball.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Robinson is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Doncic in at point. And for Chicago, we've got LeVert. Baca is out there with Holmes. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Now here's Fournier. No good on that one. Good D by Giannis. Toronto grabs the miss. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And, of course, playing against their NBA Finals opponent from a season ago, they hoisted the Larry O'Brien trophy and sent this club home empty-handed.
Now here's Fournier following the shot by Drew Holiday. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Ross, and the rejection by Holmes. Here's Antetokounmpo, banked in off the glass. A handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money, and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team, and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't.
No.
So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32, even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
And the rejection by Holmes. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning 25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. And he's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
Holiday, the pass to Holmes. That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it? Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And Holmes throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Giannis up top. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Ibaka. Toronto grabs the miss.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Taken away by Holiday. 2 on the clock. He lays it in.
Drew Holiday is providing full service, showing he can do it all.
And so... and pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for...
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me...
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got Dwight Powell. Terrence Ross is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Robinson, and it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Bulls shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Now, here's Doncic. And here is Ross. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players.
And still stay competitive,
build
so
the
they kept the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Count that bucket. Holiday's got 7.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
And the pass to Powell. Holiday against Doncic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You would make it
I
interesting.
have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
And, Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And he makes that one. Holmes got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic against Holiday. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looking at the Bulls. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team. And that should...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
Holiday out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Ibaka, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holmes in at the 5, home in the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And here's LeVert, following Evan Fournier's 3. Outside Holiday. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Holiday's got 9. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Here's Giannis. After Luka Doncic's bucket, here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Three-pointer. Here's Robinson. Stolen by Holiday. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. Toronto trails by 11. Here is Ross. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. The shot by Powell, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Shot from 12, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Doncic bounce pass. Holmes with the steal. And Giannis throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Now here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here is Ross. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Powell. Shot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Fournier against Holiday. Passes it to Doncic. Pass to Ross. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday against Fournier. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic with it. 8 points for him. Lets the three fly. Misses the shot. And so it's the home team. Their lead at 15 going into the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Powell is out there with Robinson. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Fournier in at the 3. Now the pass to Doncic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Fournier. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Misses the wing jab.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Here's Ross. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Robinson. Fires from the wing. LeVert grabs the miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Giannis against Fournier. Here's Giannis. It's good. Giannis has got 21 in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Here's Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that's Holiday taking it right to the defense. Being aggressive, drawing contact. One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on, and he comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Ross. Fires from deep. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bulls. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. With a step back, and he hits the jump shot.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And there's the pass to Zubac. Here's DiVincenzo. Zubac trying to break loose. Off the mark. So the Bulls win it. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but